Every day life's happening. Some days are more eventful. Others, living protected with insurance you can depend on changes your life for the better. We insure the people and things you care about. Not Agency. We'll help you find the right coverage so when life happens, you have the right insurance protection for your family and business. When life happens, live protected. Non-agency for all your insurance needs.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, February the 6th. And I want to introduce you to Nicole Knapp-WEBER. Good to have you here, Nicole Knapp-WEBER.
Thank you. Good to be here, Paul.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And you are here from the City Garden Grade School, which is a Waldorf.
Yes, a Waldorf school.
What is a Waldorf school?
We are inspired by Waldorf education, and I would say that means we do things a little bit differently in the classroom. We try to provide a little bit more of a balanced education. So reading, writing, arithmetic, your 3 R's. But then in addition to that, we do a lot of art. So our curriculum is all infused with art. And then we also do a lot of nature-based activities. So every Friday we go outside for the entire day, usually in one of our local parks or natural areas.
And talk about nature.
We really just go out and let them spend time in it, experiment and play, and you'd be amazed at all of the things that they learn just by being out in it. So they're getting physics lessons by playing with logs and seeing how they balance on them, and they're getting water like just learning about building dams and how the water moves over them. And so kind of really getting these experiences in their body before they learn about them more academically when they're older.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's very fun.
Yeah, it's almost like I think almost all schools should be doing that.
I think so too.
Well, you do it once a week on Fridays.
Every
Now,
Friday.
what happens if the weather just does not cooperate?
But they're rare. So we've had some really cold days lately, and we stay inside maybe until 10 or 10:30, and then we go outside. And we're really lucky that our parents dress our children well. So they have on multiple layers and snow pants and hats and gloves and all the things you need.
Okay.
And we often will build a fire outside so they get a little warmth too.
All right. Now, you're having a special fundraiser, right?
We are, yes. So our school is a community-driven school. We have a tuition, like a tiered tuition model, so families can choose which level they can afford. And part of why we do some fundraising in order to make that happen. And so we have a big it's called Tales from the Garden, Mythical Magic. It's a gala that's going to be at the Braudis Gallery on March 10th. And tickets are now on sale. And it's in the evening, and what it is a cake contest. So we have 6 bakeries who are going to be baking beautiful cakes, all in the theme of Greek mythology is our theme this year. And you can come and you see all the beautiful cakes that'll be up for auction, and you get to taste as well. And there'll be a judge.
You can taste the cake?
You can. So the bakeries make a cake that's beautiful for auction, and they also make a sheet cake. And so they
goes with it. So you're going to taste that.
So you get to taste the sheet.
And then you know if you want to apply, you want to auction, try to auction it. Okay.
Yes. And there'll be other food and drink and some live music and it's in a silent auction. So it's a great event.
When is it?
March 10th at 6 o'clock, and it's at the Braudis Gallery.
Okay. And if people want more information, they go to your website?
Yes.
All right, and I'll tell you what that is. And Nicole Knapp-WEBER, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you.
But if you want more information, you can go to City Garden Columbia. City Garden, C-O-L, right? Or you spell out Columbia. Okay, so citygardencolumbia.org, and you got to spell out Columbia, and all the information will be there for that special fundraiser and about City Garden Grade School also. All right. Now I want to introduce you to Adam Brietzke. Good to have you here, Adam Brietzke from Talking Hearts Productions.
Well, thanks so much for having me here.
Yeah. Now, Ed Hansen is in New York, I think, right now.
That's right. Ed's in New York City, so he sent me in his stead to kind of come and talk to you about Louie and La Dolce Vita.
Tell me about Louie.
We have a new show coming up for you. Starts February 9th. It runs through the 11th, and then it'll run the following weekend as well, the 15th through the 18th.
And what's it about?
So Louie and La Dolce Vita is about a white sound engineer for the FBI and a black store clerk who meet and fall in love based on their admired interest of foreign films.
Oh.
The play is set in the 1960s, so their relationship is a little hush-hush. You know, at that time it wasn't considered as normal as it would be today. But being that Louie, my character, works for the FBI, he's also...
you're an FBI agent.
FBI sound engineer, and he's under the thumb of J. Edgar Hoover, who, of course, at this time was very paranoid about communist infiltration of all the U.S. government.
And then your love interest is a clerk?
That's right. She's a store clerk at, maybe a Macy's or a Sears or something like that.
And so what happens during the show?
Well, so again, they kind of come together based on their love of foreign films, and they kind of discovered that even though they've come from separate worlds, they're not completely different people. There's a lot of shared interest involved. They start forming a relationship, and then they run into a little bit of trouble, being that the time that it is and the nature of the relationship.
And one is white.
That's right. And then also just coming from those different worlds, what they want to do with their careers, what they want to tell their families.
So how is this resolved then?
Oh, I can't tell you that. You got to come and see the show.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. So how many people are in the production?
It's just 2.
2?
That's right.
Okay. So is that difficult to do when you're doing an entire production and it's just 2 people? That's an awful lot of monologue to learn.
No, it's great. I love doing these small, intimate casts because you get to learn so much about the other person that you're working with. And in every actor's situation, when you run into a silence, you know it's probably your fault.
If you forget something.
That's right.
So how long is the show? What's the length?
The show runs about just over an hour and a half. It's 2 acts. Each act runs about 40 minutes.
Yeah, but I think about that. That really is a lot of dialogue to learn. And you're running 2 weeks in a row?
2 weekends.
2 weeks
right.
in a row. How long does it take you to memorize all of that?
Well, we've been working on the show for about 4 weeks now, so about 4 weeks.
And you've got it down now?
Yeah, we've got it down.
Okay. So the show is, let's give them the dates and times again.
It's February 9th through the 11th.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday, the show's at 7:30. We'll open the house up at 7. And then the 11th on the Sunday, that show's at 2 o'clock, and we'll open the house at 1:30.
Okay.
Then we'll do the following weekend, beginning on the 15th, so that's a Thursday, and it'll run through that Saturday at 7:30, and then we'll close on the 18th on Sunday at 2 o'clock.
Okay. How would you classify this? Is this a comedy? Is it a drama, or a little bit of both?
Oh, it's a little bit of both. I think it's a very real reflection on 2 characters meeting and falling in love. And then it's this added piece of the time period that it happens in and the challenges that every relationship faces, with this added challenge of being a different racial.
Right. All right. Adam, thank you so much for coming by.
Absolutely.
I
Thanks for
appreciate
having
it.
me.
And best of luck with the production, Talking Horse Productions, okay? And if people want to get tickets in advance, they can do that by going to the website, which is?
That's correct, talkinghorseproductions.org.
Or you can get them at the door.
That's correct.
Okay, good. Thank you for coming by, and good luck with it. Tomorrow, Mel Zelenick will be with us. If something you would like to hear or see, I'd love to hear from you. Drop me an email. That's pepperp@missouri.edu. Bye-bye.